Archangel Michael says a shadow tried to claim your name by fixing it to an image, and the air around you knows it already. A cold ripple moved through your day like a secret finger tracing your back, and every light felt one shade dimmer. The one who did this believes silence will hide her act, yet the heavens record sound even when mouths are closed. Your photo became a doorway, and she pressed her intention through it like a knife wrapped in velvet. She took the picture as if it were harmless, then washed it in envy until it shone with a false glow. Her plan travels through mirrors, screens, and the pauses between notifications. You have felt tired at strange hours and awake at the wrong ones, as if your energy is answering a bell that does not exist. The atmosphere turned heavier near your shoulders, like someone tried hanging a wet cloak where your courage used to breathe. The clock in your spirit started counting in jagged beats instead of time. The curse is not stronger than you, yet it moves quickly because it was whispered with a promise of secrecy. The whisper carried your name the way wind carries dust, hoping to settle on everything you love. The attempt failed the moment you opened your eyes to this message, because exposure burns what schemes require. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your photo was placed in a circle that looked like protection but tasted like control. She wrote a line that tried to separate you from ease, then placed the line across your smile. Every step you took today felt like walking over a thread, thin but persistent beneath your feet. The thread is breaking right now because your awareness has teeth. Awareness bites through fabric that once looked seamless, and the tear lets light through. Light in your name is fierce and precise, cutting straight to the knot she tied without touching your softness. She did not calculate the weight of your destiny, and that miscalculation is loud in the spirit. Your destiny pushes against bindings like a tide pushing against weak sandcastles. The pressure of your calling collapses shallow arrangements. Your heart heard a distant clang as if a gate somewhere far away was being shut. That gate was the door to her access, and it is closing because you are present in yourself. Presence ends permission that was never rightfully given. Type Amen to get blessing 444. A faint static brushed your skin when you scrolled your gallery, as though the pixels had a pulse. The pulse did not belong to you, and that is why it felt irritating, like grit under a lens. The grid is clearing because clarity is moving across your image like dawn across a window. Your name carries protective edges even when you forget they exist. The edges are waking now, rising like a city wall built from all the times you survived. Each brick remembers a night you refused to give up, and that memory is armor. There is an echo behind your laughter where her thought tried to camp. The echo is dissolving because your laughter refuses to host a trespasser. Joy is a flame that does not share wicks with envy. The gesture she made will boomerang into her lessons, not your losses. Consequences travel back to their sender like homing birds that never lose the sky. You do not absorb what you never agreed to carry. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Your hands will feel warmer as the residue leaves, like the blood returning after a long stillness. Warmth is returning to decisions you have delayed, and momentum is returning to plans you parked. The road ahead is clearing the way a windshield clears after heavy spray. She thought distance gives safety, yet distance cannot hide a signature. Every act carries a signature, and signatures glow when weighed by truth. The glow draws attention from guardians assigned to your path. You will notice one small sign within the hour, something ordinary turning exact. The exactness will touch your name with a gentle knock from the inside. That knock tells you alignment has entered the room. A quiet correction is landing on your timeline, like a train returning to the correct track. The wheels hum differently when they are right, and your spirit can hear it. The hum smooths the edges of the day that snagged on you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Your image is stepping back into your hands, and with it your reflection steadies. The shakiness in your shoulders will reduce as the claim unhooks. Hooks lose grip when the truth warms the metal. Archangel Michael says the net she threw was woven with fear, and fear shrinks in the light of courage. Courage is drawing a circle around you that is living, not brittle. Living circles move with you and refuse stale commands. Your atmosphere is changing from gray to clear, not with noise but with certainty. Certainty is a key turning in the right lock. The turn is smooth because it belongs to you. The strange heaviness around your phone will lift as though someone removed a hidden magnet. Your messages will feel like themselves again, free from the drag. The drag was a borrowed gravity that has been returned to sender. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The sender pretended to be calm, but her aura trembled like a leaf in a strong current. Trembling exposes intentions that words cannot disguise. Exposure cracks the mask along the thinnest paint line. You are not a field for other people's storms to park. Your life is a house with doors and you own the keys. Ownership cancels trespass without debate. Your sleep will reset tonight, not in dramatic flashes but in deep settling. The settling will feel like a weighted blanket laid by invisible hands that respect you. Respect is the frequency that locks your doors properly. A final thread of the curse tried to cling to an old memory where you once doubted yourself. The memory is being rewritten by your new strength, like ink drying over a smudge. New strength changes old rooms without moving furniture. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your name is being polished from the inside until it shines on your tongue. Speaking your name in a quiet room will feel like turning on a lamp. Lamps do not argue with darkness, they replace it. The photo that was used as a handle is losing its handle. The handle was carved from a moment of inattention, not from weakness. You are attentive now, and attention is a blade. Your path is receiving a protective seal that feels like cool water on overheated skin. The seal is not a cage, it is breathable authority. Authority fits you because you grew into it. You will feel a small release behind your left shoulder or your right, wherever the burden attempted to sit. The release will be obvious and calm. Calm is proof of victory that does not need noise. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your steps are attracting help like iron attracts a compass. Direction finds what is steady, and you are steady. Steadiness ends detours designed to confuse. A new door will open in the next chapter of your day, something easy that used to be sticky. Ease is a sign the current is now with you. When current is with you, even uphill roads feel less hard. There is a person who will show you unexpectedly kind eyes. Kind eyes carry messages without speeches. The message will land on your chest like a feather and stay. Your reflection in any mirror will look slightly brighter, as if the glass learned respect. Glass respects those who respect themselves. You are returning to your own face with relief. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The timeline that tried to bend you is being bent back into truth. Truth has more stamina than performance. Performance runs out of breath, truth never does. Archangel Michael says 3 sentinels are standing near your name now, and they do not blink. Their stance is the end of access, and the end of access is the end of interference. Interference cannot root where guardians remain. Your energy signature is shedding the last film of doubt that clung like fog. Fog lifts when the sun commits. Commitment has entered your aura and made a home there. The one who cast the spell will feel her own lesson ripple through her day. Lessons are not punishments, they are mirrors. She will meet herself and learn. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Your heart is remembering its original tempo. The beat is steady like the first step on a safe floor. Safety is strength that smiles. All the tiny delays you have been enduring are loosening their grip. Loosen knots free ideas that were waiting for air. Ideas love freedom the way lungs love breath. The craving to explain yourself to people who misunderstand you is calming. Calm shows that your value is not on trial. Your value is a fact with its own address. Your momentum is gathering like a river collecting tributaries. Small streams are joining you with enthusiasm. The confluence is powerful and quiet. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Your room will feel 1 degree warmer in spirit, the way a candle warms the mood. Warmth is not a trick, it is confirmation. Confirmation tells you the page turned. Your voice will sound clearer to your own ears even when you whisper. Clarity is music that remembers the melody even after static. The melody is your purpose calling your body home. Your appetite for joy is returning without guilt. Joy sits on your table like fresh fruit that you are allowed to eat. Aloudness is healing in action. You will walk through the doorway of your day and notice the floor feels forgiving. Forgiveness in a space means the space prefers peace. Peace expands when you choose it. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Your shadow is no longer carrying someone else's plan. The plan slid off you like rain off a window that was just cleaned. Clean windows make horizons honest. A memory that once tasted bitter will taste neutral now. Neutral is victory because it ends the sting. Ending the sting returns your focus to building. You are not available for silent sabotage. Availability is a gift you choose, not a tax others collect. Your choices are the border of your garden. Your garden is growing again because roots are not strangled anymore. Unstrangled roots drink deeply and hold the ground with confidence. Confidence steadies the wind around you. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Your tasks will start finishing themselves in satisfying lines. Satisfaction is momentum's thank you. The thank you will echo in your chest like a soft drum. A door that creaked every time you tried to open it will glide now. Glide is the texture of favor. Favor notices those who keep going. The night will not cling to your hair when you step outside. Clean air will sit on your shoulders like a shawl woven from sunlight. Sunlight favors faces that rise. She no longer holds a thread that leads to you. Threads must be tied to consent to remain, and consent has been withdrawn. Withdrawn consent is a sword made of silence. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You are clearing your digital spaces with intention without fear. Intention changes rooms faster than paint. The change is permanent because you agree with it. Your photo is only a photo again, nothing more than light caught for remembrance. Remembrance is gentle when it is honest. Honest remembrance cannot be used as a weapon. The people who truly love you will notice a glow they cannot name. They will feel safer beside you without needing reasons. Safety attracts care the way warmth attracts gathering. Your calendar is aligning with encounters that carry sweetness. Sweetness does not beg, it arrives. It arrives because your field welcomes goodness again. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Your pulse will stop tripping on invisible cords. Invisible cords snap when purpose walks through. You are walking through. A message with unexpected good news is traveling toward you. Good news likes clean doorways. Your doorway is clean. Breath in your chest will feel wider as if a window opened. Wider breath is a sign of the contract ending. The contract was never valid and is therefore broken. Archangel Michael says the 2-minute window has been seized by grace and turned into a shield. The shield is not temporary, it is assigned. Assignment anchors protection to your daily steps. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Your mind is unclenching from defending against what already failed. Unclenching makes space for simple joys to sit comfortably. Comfort does not apologize for being present. You will sense a soft click as the last latch releases. The click is the sound of your image returning entirely to you. Return is completion without struggle. Your sleep will cradle you without interference, like a page closing over a finished chapter. Finished chapters do not chase readers. You have moved on in peace. Your name is written in bright ink on the right map. Bright ink never fades under pressure. Pressure recognizes what it cannot crush and backs away. Type Amen to get blessing 1000. Your steps tomorrow will carry a subtle lift as if the floor wants you to succeed. Spaces often respond to those who are aligned. Alignment makes ordinary hours feel generous. A person who once doubted you will feel quiet respect. Respect changes tones more effectively than arguments. The tone will shift in your favor without effort. Your hands will touch your own face with kindness when you look in the mirror. Kindness to self is an engine. Engines move stories forward. The one who attempted your interruption will be busy repairing her own learning. That activity is not your concern or your burden. Your assignment is to live freely and build. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Your future is opening like curtains pulled back to let a landscape breathe. Landscapes thrive under open skies. Your sky is open. The path ahead glows with softly lit markers that make sense to you. You know where to place your feet because peace shows you. Peace is instruction that feels like relief. Your resources will stretch further than expected because leakage ended. Ending leakage is a prosperity act. Prosperity loves order like seeds love soil. You may feel a spontaneous smile that lingers longer than usual. The linger means your nervous system trusts the room again. Trust is the softest and strongest armor. People who speak your name now feel a gentle pause, as if respect has become a reflex. The pause protects you without making noise. Quiet safeguards are the most reliable companions. Your timeline is free of hidden detours that siphon focus. Decisions land with a soft thud of certainty, clean and final. Certainty saves time the way good roads save fuel. The mirror greets you with loyal glass, unbothered and truthful. Truth in the reflection feels like fresh air finding its route. Air moves easily through rooms that welcome it. Type Amen to get blessing 272 messages in your inbox that matter find you at the right hour. Right hours open like doors that were waiting for your knock. The welcome is simple and unmistakable. An old tension behind your eyes loosens as if a tiny knot agreed to untie itself. Loosened vision rearranges priorities in your favor. What once shouted now whispers and fades. You sense a nearness of help in routine tasks, as if the day itself wants you to finish well. Completion begins to arrive ahead of schedule. Early completion frees your energy for sweeter work. A conversation that once felt slippery now holds grip. Grip grants dignity to both sides without pretending. Dignity steadies outcomes into fairness. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Your digital photos feel like albums again instead of doorways. Albums keep memories sweet and harmless. Harmlessness is a prize earned by clarity. A coolness travels along your spine when you step into purpose. Purpose is an arrow that enjoys flight. Flight is smoother where interference is gone. You put your name on a plan and feel the plan answer. Plans answer those who stand tall. Standing tall requires no audience. Crosswinds that once made you hesitate now become music for your stride. Stride collects momentum from consistent steps. Consistency is wealth in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Your sleep remembers how to cradle you without strange detours. Cradled rest lays a gentle foundation under your morning. Mornings with a foundation carry friendly hours. A light rearrangement on your desk unlocks an elegant flow. Flow chooses the prepared and the willing. You are both, and the work knows it. Someone who withheld recognition begins to soften in your direction. Softening is the first language of repair. Repair walks quietly yet changes everything it touches. The air around your phone no longer carries static. Static cannot survive where ownership has settled. Ownership writes your signature in clear lines. Type Amen to get blessing 929. A new idea steps forward fully formed like a bird that already knows where to land. Landing spots appear because alignment made room. Room invites timing to sit beside you. You realize a past version of you would not have held this peace. Peace is the gift your courage bought. Courage pays for brighter tomorrows without debt. A path that once bent away now aligns with your true north. Alignment feels like the correct key turning easily. Ease is not luck, it is design returning. You close the evening with a satisfied breath that lingers and deepens. The linger tells you the chapter is sealed. Sealed chapters bless the next ones to come. Your morning greets you with a cleaner horizon, as if the skyline learned your name and decided to stand taller. Tall horizons steady the inner compass without speeches. The compass inside you points forward with quiet certainty. You notice the way sound behaves in your rooms, softer around you and respectful at the edges. Respect is a climate that protects even small moments. Small moments begin to weave a larger strength. Tasks that once scattered your focus now form a gentle line. Lines like these waste nothing and return everything. Returned energy arrives like tide made of clarity. A door you kept half closed swings open on its own calm hinge. Calm hinges remember balance and invite ease. Ease is the correct weight of this season. Type Amen to get blessing 432. Your name feels seated, no longer standing in borrowed weather. Weather that once argued with your peace has moved on. Peace prefers staying and has chosen your address. You choose a simple action and the day rearranges to help it complete. Completion becomes the default instead of the exception. Defaults like these signal a new era. The photo that tried to hold a thread now carries only your honest light. Honest light is stubborn in the best way. Stubborn goodness outlasts every flimsy plan. A kindness returns to you from an unexpected direction, like rain from a sky you did not check. Unchecked skies can still bless. Blessing knows its route without announcements. Type Amen to get blessing 579. Your handwriting looks steadier when you sign for what is yours. Steady signatures train opportunities to recognize you. Recognition shortens delays you no longer tolerate. You walk through a hallway and feel the floor prefer your stride. Preferred strides alter the acoustics of a place. Acoustics shift toward harmony when purpose leads. An old worry tries to knock, and the knock fades before it reaches the latch. Latches that guard your peace have learned discretion. Discretion is quiet power with excellent timing. You tidy a small shelf and an entire week starts to cooperate. Cooperation arrives where order sits without pride. Order makes room for gentle miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 690. Your breath lands deeper behind the ribs, like a bird finding its rightful branch. Rightful branches hold without effort. Held breath becomes strength without strain. A signal in your spirit tells you when to move and when to rest. Rest now counts as progress because it feeds your pace. Fed pace is sustainable victory. The person who once pulled at your energy feels far away even if they are close. Farness in spirit is a clean boundary doing its work. Boundaries make love safer and success simpler. You feel a soft hum along your forearms when you begin your work. The hum means the path is powered. Powered paths respect your time and your talent. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Your day opens like a stage with the curtains already parted, revealing a scene that welcomes you forward. Forward motion feels natural, like a river remembering its own bed after the flood withdrew. The quiet in your chest is no longer empty, it is organized power. You put your attention on a single task and it finishes with a clean snap, satisfying as a ribbon cut. Snaps like this echo in your calendar and teach time to cooperate. Cooperation becomes the hum beneath your efforts. A softness lives in your shoulders where tension once kept watch. Softness is not weakness, it is proof that your system trusts the room. Trusted rooms multiply results without strain. A name you carry in your mind grows lighter as forgiveness completes its work. Completed forgiveness does not erase history, it releases gravity. Released gravity lets your steps lengthen with grace. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You revisit a plan that felt complicated, and its pieces slide into alignment like magnets recognizing each other. Recognition saves hours you used to spend forcing what never fit. Saved hours become seed for brighter work. The light in your living space feels cleaner even at dusk. Clean light reveals the right shelf, the right word, the right call. Rightness has a texture you can feel with your hands. Your reflection answers you with steadiness instead of commentary. Steadiness is the language of healed boundaries. Boundaries, once healed, turn noise into distance. Money that belonged to you but hid in delays begins to appear in straightforward lines. Lines of this kind are honest and calm. Calm abundance is the kind that stays. Type Amen to get blessing 454. You catch yourself smiling at the exact moment a small favor arrives. Favors arrive on rails laid by gratitude. Gratitude makes rails faster than effort alone. An old bruise in memory stops throbbing when you touch it with new strength. New strength walks through the house and rearranges the furniture without scraping the floor. Rearrangement makes space for laughter to sit. Your sleep deepens and wakes you in clarity rather than alarm. Clarity is the true caffeine of purpose. Purpose pours steadiness into your decisions. A door that once required permission now swings at your approach as if it knows your footsteps. Knowing doors are a sign of rightful passage. Rightful passage hardly needs noise to be recognized. Type Amen to get blessing 575. You speak your plans aloud and the room organizes itself, as if the air took notes. Notes like these become invisible assistants. Invisible assistance is still real and very effective. A small purchase you were unsure about proves unexpectedly useful at the perfect time. Usefulness is a wink from timing. Timing respects those who walk in alignment. People who meant well but drained you begin to step back without argument. The step back is not rejection, it is balance returning. Balanced circles protect everyone's light. The season no longer asks you to negotiate for your worth. Worth is fixed and present, like ground that does not shift. From this ground you build more cleanly. Type Amen to get blessing 686. You move through your tasks with a rhythm that feels quietly athletic. Quiet athletics turn ordinary hours into strong scaffolding. Strong scaffolding holds bigger dreams safely. Your phone carries only your signature now, and your signature carries only your peace. Peace changes how messages land. Messages landing well become bridges instead of burdens. A detail you missed for weeks rises into view with a gentle gleam. Gleams are the breadcrumbs of guidance. Following them feels like remembering, not chasing. The hum in your veins is patient rather than frantic. Patience is the highest form of speed because it wastes nothing. Wasting nothing is how destinies arrive intact. Type Amen to get blessing 797. You feel a friendly pressure between your shoulder blades as you start, like hands encouraging posture. Posture turns volume into presence. Presence quietly settles every room. The conversation you feared becomes simple because truth no longer trembles in your mouth. Simple truth is a solvent that dissolves confusion. Dissolved confusion reveals a straight path. Your workbench, literal or metaphorical, holds only what belongs to today. Belonging clarifies tools and timing. Clarified tools are precise and kind. A window opens in your mind and airs out the last stale script. Fresh drafts sit where old scenes used to repeat. Freshness is the permission you give yourself daily. Type Amen to get blessing 909. You receive a compliment that feels exact rather than inflated. Exact praise nourishes instead of addicting. Nourished confidence stays humble and effective. A soft bell rings in your intuition when you approach the right opportunity. Bells like this do not shout, they direct. Direction saves you from glitter that hides emptiness. Your calendar contains room for rest without apology. Rest acts as a multiplier, not a detour. Multiplication shows up as results that feel inevitable. You notice how your laughter returns in full color, filling corners that used to echo. Full color sound is a sign of safety. Safety is a platform that invites brave choices. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. A letter, contract, or message lines up in your favor with minimal edits. Minimal edits signal high alignment. Alignment always pays its own bill. Your steps attract collaborators who respect silence and competence. Respect turns meetings into solutions. Solutions arrive early when posturing leaves the room. The scenery of your days stops testing you and starts assisting you. Assistance is not dramatic, it is consistent. Consistency is how mountains are climbed without noise. You will feel a neat release at the base of your neck as the last cord lets go. Letting go finishes the loop of protection. Finished loops keep the field clean. Type Amen to get blessing 242. Your intuition points to a small change in routine that produces an outsized gain. Gains like this prove the math of grace. Grace adds where striving used to subtract. You place your name on your work with quiet pride. Quiet pride is honesty wearing good posture. Honesty like this invites sustainable success. The room where you plan now holds a brighter outline around your chair. Bright outlines are the halo of purpose at rest. Purpose at rest is still powerful. Someone who once fueled a rumor finds no traction where your peace is anchored. Anchored peace is non-reactive authority. Authority, when clean, ends games. Type Amen to get blessing 353. You notice your breath choosing depth without being asked. Depth changes the shape of hours. Hours shaped by depth carry fewer regrets. A gentle thrill travels your arms when an idea meets its moment. Moments like these are signatures from destiny. Signed moments keep momentum honest. Your home, whatever it looks like, feels like a partner rather than a container. Partnership with place shortens recovery time. Short recovery time means longer productive stretches. You turn a corner and meet a kindness that helps without needing to be seen. Unseen help is still holy in its effect. Effects like this stack quietly into victory. Type Amen to get blessing 464. You revisit a boundary and reinforce it with one sentence spoken calmly. Calm sentences seal doors better than walls built in panic. Sealed doors keep the climate healthy. A number you needed appears exactly when the form asks for it. Exactness is the native language of alignment. Alignment likes to show off with precision. Your reflection holds steady even on a rush day. Steadiness is loyalty to your center. Loyal centers cannot be negotiated away. An opportunity that looked too early now arrives at the perfect temperature. Perfect temperatures welcome boldness without burn. Boldness steps in and fits. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. Your mornings begin to greet you with an obvious yes. Obvious yes lowers the cost of decision-making. Lower costs give energy back to creativity. You notice a new patience with people who are still learning. Patience is strength wearing kindness. Kindness increases your influence without effort. A small payment you forgot about reaches you like a friendly wave. Friendly waves are proof of open channels. Open channels keep prosperity circulating. Your nights feel clean, your days feel guided, and your name feels protected. Protected names move without friction. Without friction, you glide. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. A letter, contract, or message lines up in your favor with minimal edits. Minimal edits signal high alignment. Alignment always pays its own bill. Your steps attract collaborators who respect silence and competence. Respect turns meetings into solutions. Solutions arrive early when posturing leaves the room. The scenery of your days stops testing you and starts assisting you. Assistance is not dramatic, it is consistent. Consistency is how mountains are climbed without noise. You will feel a neat release at the base of your neck as the last cord lets go. Letting go finishes the loop of protection. Finished loops keep the field clean. Type Amen to get blessing 242. Your intuition points to a small change in routine that produces an outsized gain. Gains like this prove the math of grace. Grace adds where striving used to subtract. You place your name on your work with quiet pride. Quiet pride is honesty wearing good posture. Honesty like this invites sustainable success. The room where you plan now holds a brighter outline around your chair. Bright outlines are the halo of purpose at rest. Purpose at rest is still powerful. Someone who once fueled a rumor finds no traction where your peace is anchored. Anchored peace is non-reactive authority. Authority, when clean, ends games. Type Amen to get blessing 353. You notice your breath choosing depth without being asked. Depth changes the shape of hours. Hours shaped by depth carry fewer regrets. A gentle thrill travels your arms when an idea meets its moment. Moments like these are signatures from destiny. Signed moments keep momentum honest. Your home, whatever it looks like, feels like a partner rather than a container. Partnership with place shortens recovery time. Short recovery time means longer productive stretches. You turn a corner and meet a kindness that helps without needing to be seen. Unseen help is still holy in its effect. Effects like this stack quietly into victory. Type Amen to get blessing 464. You revisit a boundary and reinforce it with one sentence spoken calmly. Calm sentences seal doors better than walls built in panic. Sealed doors keep the climate healthy. A number you needed appears exactly when the form asks for it. Exactness is the native language of alignment. Alignment likes to show off with precision. Your reflection holds steady even on a rushed day. Steadiness is loyalty to your center. Loyal centers cannot be negotiated away. An opportunity that looked too early now arrives at the perfect temperature. Perfect temperatures welcome boldness without burn. Boldness steps in and fits. Type Amen to get blessing 5757. Your mornings begin to greet you with an obvious yes. Obvious yes lowers the cost of decision making. Lower costs give energy back to creativity. You notice a new patience with people who are still learning. Patience is strength wearing kindness. Kindness increases your influence without effort. A small payment you forgot about reaches you like a friendly wave. Friendly waves are proof of open channels. Open channels keep prosperity circulating. Your nights feel clean, your days feel guided, and your name feels protected. Protected names move without friction. Without friction, you glide.